Hello, good morning, Train 2.0. I'm coming at you live from the Acura. Just headed on my way to the rink. And I just wanted to inform the YouTube subscribers that we have of a couple changes, additions, improvements to the Train 2.0 membership area, and then to answer a few of your questions and to explain where I'm going to answer them. So what am I doing right now? Right now I'm heading out to Richmond, British Columbia from Vancouver, British Columbia. It's about a 20-minute drive, and I'm working with some absolute stud 2006s, maybe one 2007. And these guys, you're going to hear about them in a few years. Let me tell you, they're doing very well. But, well, you've seen them on Instagram. But anyway, so just so you guys know, I have an increase in on-ice time commitments, both personally and as a coach. And essentially, that means I'm going to have less time to do the pretty YouTube videos that are scripted and with the nice clips and everything. But that said, there's this beautiful thing called technology and live broadcasting, and YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, they're all competing. And so I'm going to go live more often. My main kind of sources of content for you guys is going to be live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and then you're going to be able to see kind of like the progression and the archives of that content that's being stored as I make it. So that's kind of one of the things, and so I'm going to be moving from YouTube primarily for my live broadcast, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going live in the Facebook group, the private Facebook group that's just for members. And how that works is if you're a member, you can go into the membership area and request to join the private group, and then you're going to have access to more of me live. Now, if you're part of the group or you're a member and not part of the group, go get a Facebook account, do whatever you got to do, join the group, and then turn on the notifications so that you can see when I go live in the Facebook group. And so that's just for members. And then I'm still going to be chatting live on Instagram, YouTube, that kind of thing. And so the questions I'm answering today, right now, are related to Chris, who's a pro, and he asked me if I would adjust the 80-20 off-ice program at all for a pro. Would I adjust the reps and set scheme? Would I adjust anything at all? And my answer is no. And there's a few reasons why. Because first off, the variable that I am considering that is going to change and improve and progressively overload is the intensity, and that means the weight that you're going to use. The other thing is that my guess is that this exact combination of exercises and lifts and reps and sets you've never done before, and as a result, it's going to create some level of adaptation because it's slightly different than something you've done before. And when I said that the main variable that's different, or the main variable that changes, is the weight, is the intensity, that just means that if you're 12 and you're doing the 80-20 hockey program, or if you're 24 and a pro and doing the 80-20 hockey program, the only adjustment will be in the weight that you're using on the big lifts. And that's all the difference you need. That's all the difference that's needed kind of in the world. So yeah, that answers that question. I hope that makes sense, Chris. Thank you for asking it. Personally, I do the hockey WODs myself, and then I also have a bit of the knowledge to customize it to, right now I'm dealing with kind of recovering from an injury, and I'm also looking to gain weight. So I've made like a few tweaks for my own situation, and that's also personal because I know how my body reacts to different reps and set schemes. So that's kind of the adjustments I've made. So I don't know if there's any comments or anything. I got no idea. So I don't really want to look too much at them. So sorry if you guys have commented, because I'm driving. The other question that I had was, how am I distributing my time in terms of R&D right now? Well, I mean, I guess it's like a fluid distribution, because what the meta concept, the meta principle that I'm looking at or paying attention to is the idea of flow and rhythm and balance in all of my movement, right? So to really create a movement system that is fluid and goes from one movement to the next, and so there's not really any part where that begins and where it ends. I guess just like last week, I tried to get a stick and puck on the weekend. Funny story is I got kicked off because it was adult and child stick and puck, and I didn't have a child. And when they asked me how old my child was, I said my child was 12, and they told me that my kid was too old. And then the story kind of started to unravel when I said, "Oh no, I'm just pretending, but can I please come out?" And then they said no. They got even more forceful at that point. I think they were about to let me slide when I only had the 12-year-old, but I messed up. But anyway, so at the end of the week, I was really focusing on the rotation, like my own rotation, through the core, and then and then the next part that I was focusing on was tying in the stick handling to all my skating movements and having the rhythm and flow. So as I'm researching that, I'm teaching it right away. It's the best way to learn for me, and it's the best way to get taught, because as soon as I'm getting the feeling, I'm passing it on, right? And documenting the whole thing. My progression that I'd like to get to is shooting, because right now the puck handling and stuff is feeling pretty comfortable, and tying that into the rhythm and flow and the skating is going pretty good. Now I need to tie it into the shooting. So that's kind of where my distribution of time is going. Now, Max from Germany asked about being nervous in a game and how to deal with being nervous in a game. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to head over to the Facebook group. Max gave me a comment, which I'll try and read here. I don't know how to read this. How do you handle teammates that yell at you? Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the Facebook live. I'm going to head over to the Facebook group. Make sure your notifications are on. It's for Train 2.0 members only. You can join it for 7 days for free. The group and the membership site, it's all there. So I'm heading over there to answer that question, and we'll chat then. Thank you for watching today.